Think about the hardest road trip you've ever taken. Maybe your car broke down, or you ran out of snacks. Now, imagine that same trip, except there's no car. The road is nothing but burning sand. The sun feels like it's pressing down on your shoulders. And instead of a quick fix, your survival depends on each step you take. That's the harsh reality African migrants face as they cross the desert, often with nothing but hope to guide them. Imagine walking for days. No map, no food, no water, just endless sand stretching further than your eyes can see. For thousands of African migrants every year, this isn't just a nightmare scenario. It's reality. Today, we're diving into one of the most dangerous journeys on Earth. The migration route across the Sahara Desert. Why do people risk it all? What challenges do they face? And what does this journey tell us about hope, desperation, and survival? Let's find out. So, why take such a dangerous path in the first place? The reasons are complex. Many migrants come from countries struggling with poverty, political instability, or conflict. For some, it's about escaping violence. For others, it's about chasing opportunity, finding work that can support their families back home. One young man from Nigeria described it simply: "If I stay, I die slowly. If I go, maybe I have a chance." It's not just about leaving, it's about survival. And when the dream of reaching Europe or North Africa becomes the only light at the end of the tunnel, people are willing to walk through fire, or in this case, sand, to chase it. The desert route usually starts in countries like Niger, Mali, or Chad. Migrants often gather in hubs like Agadez, a city in Niger sometimes called the gateway to the Sahara. From there, the journey begins in overcrowded pickup trucks, packed so tightly that people can barely move. Picture standing shoulder to shoulder in a small elevator. Now stretch that out for hours, even days, under 40-degree heat. And you'll start to imagine what it feels like. And when the trucks break down, which they often do, the travelers are left with a brutal choice: wait and pray for help, or walk through a desert that doesn't forgive mistakes. The Sahara is not just big, it's colossal. It spans more than 9 million square kilometers, almost the size of the United States. Crossing it without enough water is like trying to swim across the ocean without knowing how to float. Migrants face scorching heat during the day, freezing cold at night, sandstorms that erase all sense of direction, and worst of all, dehydration. A human body can survive about 3 days without water. Many don't make it that long. There are also risks of being abandoned by smugglers. Yes, the very people migrants pay to guide them sometimes leave them stranded to save fuel or avoid checkpoints. For those left behind, the desert becomes a silent grave. One survivor said, "We buried people with our own hands, then kept walking. We had no choice." That's the level of desperation we're talking about. But behind every statistic is a human story. A mother carrying her child on her back, determined to give them a better life. A teenager who sold everything: his phone, his clothes, even his father's bicycle, just to pay for the trip. For some, the desert is not just a physical obstacle, but an emotional one. Imagine saying goodbye to your home, not knowing if you'll ever see your family again. Imagine watching others collapse beside you, while forcing yourself to keep moving. These stories highlight the resilience of the human spirit, but they also remind us of the immense suffering tied to migration. And crossing the Sahara isn't even the end. For many migrants, the desert is just phase one. After surviving it, they still face dangerous detention centers in Libya, risky sea crossings over the Mediterranean, and uncertain futures even if they reach Europe. In a way, the desert is a test. Those who survive it have already proven extraordinary endurance. But the road ahead is no less perilous. So, what can we take from this journey? The desert crossing of African migrants is more than just a story of danger. It's a story of human courage, resilience, and the sacrifices people are willing to make for hope. The next time we hear about migration in the news, let's remember, behind the numbers are people who have walked through the world's largest desert, carrying nothing but determination. And maybe the real question is not why they go, but what would we do if we were in their shoes? Thanks for watching. If you found this story eye-opening, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and share this video to spread awareness. Until next time, stay curious, stay human.